Hi, Natasha. Thank you for joining us today at such short notice. So I guess for our audience, it'd be great to just introduce yourself, who you are and what you do.
So I'm Natasha Hatherall. Everyone calls me Tash, apart from my parents who still call me Natasha when I've been bad. I am the CEO and founder of TishTash Communications. We're one of the leading independent communications agencies in the region. We're 13 now. We started, I'd always worked in really big corporate jobs, big agency, big brand, and then I moved to the region 15 years ago, and then after 2 years working here for the government, I decided to freelance and go to yoga. And well, the rest is history, really. So fast forward 13 years, and today we are a team of nearly 80. We have offices in Dubai, Saudi, and the UK. And yeah, I kind of consider myself an accidental entrepreneur.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. So after 2 years working, in the corporate world, what inspired you to open up your own kind of PR and communications agency?
I think back 13 years ago when I set up TishTash, the communications world was really different to what it is today. I feel like what I was used to working for big brand, big agencies in the UK was kind of very different. Maybe it wasn't as advanced here at that time. Fast forward to today, and I think we have such amazing independent agencies, and the landscape's definitely changed. But back 13 years ago, there was really a gap for, I think, to bring all of my big brand and big agency experience to the Middle East. And my background was always in sort of like health and wellness and beauty. And beauty is obviously such a massive industry in the region. So I initially started off freelancing with a few beauty brands. And then from there, I gained a name in beauty, PR and marketing, and the rest kind of followed from there.
That's really inspiring. So I guess going back to TishTash Communications and as a brand, how would you describe the core mission of TishTash in kind of one sentence or paragraph?
Now you're testing me. End of the day on mission statements and things. I think that obviously there's a mission in terms of what we want to deliver for our clients, but then I think for me my journey became much different to that in terms of I never planned to be a fully female agency. That was not my plan. But then because of the nature of a lot of our brands, we attracted a lot more female talent to work for us, and then a lot of those were mums, return to work mums, and so we decided really to own the female workforce.
I love that.
And so for us, being able to, I've taken it as my little mission to show that I am. I've always been a bit of a feminist. Even when I did a PhD, it was from a feminist angle, and I want to show that if we design our workplaces for women and their needs, that how women can flourish and have a real true shot at equity and equality like our male counterparts, because currently a lot of our workplaces are designed for men.
Yeah, 100%. And it's no different here in this region as well. So it's definitely what you're doing is amazing. So you said you're an all-female team? Mm-hmm. That's incredible. So just in terms of as a leader, what values do you instill in your team to stay ahead of the competition, especially now that you said it's so much more different from what it is now, the industry, to what it was 13 years ago. So how do you stay ahead of that competition?
I think there's so much I can say here. I really do believe that if you love what you do, it shows through. So I think that passion and creativity and, really caring about what you do is important. I'm really big on transparency and openness. I think there's too many situations in the agency world where agencies will just say yes, they can do everything, and I'm actually very much like, after I joke that I probably lose a lot or don't win a lot of business because I believe in being honest and open, and if something's not possible, whereas a lot of agencies will. So I think that, to me, we're known for being very straight and open and transparent. I think that's really important as well. And I just, I've kind of really, I am very much, we are people focused in everything we do. And I do think if you look after your people, then the rest follows.
Oh, that's great. And just touching back on the creativity side that you mentioned, that you touched on, how do you foster that creativity and innovation within your team as well?
I think, we're in a really sort of quite a fun and creative industry, and we, like, last year we moved to brand new offices. We've been in Media City for over 10 years, and we moved to our own warehouse last year. So we've got really, we've got very cool offices. We've designed them in, a certain way. I think even our brand is very fun and playful. So I think, obviously it comes from a brand level as well. But, we do lots of kind of fun things internally. We don't want to do things the way that everyone else is doing them. Even just, it really is ingrained in everything we do. Even I think tomorrow we have like a fragrance making workshop for all the team, and we did candles last month. We're always trying to do things as well to, like, as a team, and to keep us together and actually thinking about things differently.
That's really good. So coming back to you being here doing this for 13 years, what would be like your biggest accomplishment throughout those 13 years that you've done? You opened up TishTash Communications. What's something that you're really proud of?
I think, there's so many things that we've done which have been amazing and pinch me moments. But honestly, for me, what makes it worthwhile every day, I think, is, to be able to provide nearly 80 women with a livelihood. I think, that is something that I'm really proud of. And a lot of them, probably say a third of them, are working mums who it actually means that they, there's not so many flexible or part-time roles. So actually, if a third of my workforce have been able to come back to work because of the fact we offer true flexibility and meet their needs, and that makes me really proud.
Oh, that's something you should be proud of, because it's so rare to find. It's so rare to find a leader like yourself that can provide that space and provide that flexibility. And especially now in the world that we, in this region especially, if we look at it like maternity leave, it's so short. It's like, how do you expect to spend such little time after just giving birth and then expect to just hop back to work? So just the fact that you provide that is amazing. That's something you should be proud of. But thank you so much. I'm not going to take any more of your time by asking you questions. It's been a pleasure speaking to you and getting to know you and about your journey. And wishing you all the best at TishTash Communications.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.